Hey, McLovin, what can I do for you?
I want to see how my new line of eyewear is doing with your customers.
People love the McFocals. We're just having just a couple issues with them, though. Are you having any problems with your glasses?
No, everything's fine. Just keep selling. Keep selling as much as you can. Sell, sell, sell.
I'll let you go. Looks like it's about time for the box. Go.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you, because I probably am.
Howard Coward for Box Score.
Welcome to the Box Score. I'm Brock here in Los Angeles. The Danettes are way out there in Milford, Connecticut. Outdoor set is looking lovely. What do you think, guys?
Nice. You look like a guy from Top Gun 20 years later.
Yeah, first of all, Mav, it's great to see that your career post-Navy or whatever is going well. But
yeah, I'm not Merlin. I think I'm more Muffin or, Tubby Gun.
What happened now? You weren't let back in the building, so they didn't make a set outside?
Yes, that's absolutely right. And I'm by the Circle Drive, so if FedEx pulls up, I might have to sign for a package. But we'll
you certainly let yourself go post that shredded beach volleyball scene that you had going on. It's really a shame what's happening.
Playing with the boys. All right, we got this. I think his name was Brad Johnson. It was back in '91, someone said that. Okay, let's get to today's show. No doubt Donald Sterling was sure to be a hot topic discussed at length today. Fritzy, were you in frantic booking mode this weekend in preparation for Monday?
There was some frantic booking going on. We were all communicating as we always do throughout the week, and especially over the weekend if there's a story to break, so we can get out of the box running to start the week on Monday. But we're reaching out to Adam Silver, David Stern, Mayor Kevin Johnson, Doc Rivers, Chris Paul, Blake Griffin, you name them, Baron Davis. We just did a whole little mini research project into anyone and everyone that we think would be able to speak strongly about the topic. And thankfully, Mark Jackson was among those that were willing and available to pop on today about it.
Well, Dan did try to start off the show with the Sterling news, but ended up sharing some news about a close friend.
I would like to offer an enlightened counterpoint to what was discussed over the weekend with Donald Sterling. I lost a great friend last night. Jack Ramsay died last night. He was all that was good with the NBA.
Dan's an emotional dude, and he I don't know that he necessarily wants to put it out there, but I know he definitely can't help it because he wears them on his sleeve. So it was an interesting way to start out the show, and one I didn't see coming at all.
Paul, you jumped in and helped Dan get through that segment. Working with DP all these years, do you feel it's part of your job to help him at that moment when he gets choked up?
Yeah, I really do. I was sitting there and I saw Dan, and I didn't know if he was going to be silent for 2 seconds or 30 seconds. And, I'm thinking as a producer, believe it or not as a person. And I thought, how could I help him here from a radio standpoint and a personal standpoint? And I just said into his ear, I go, want me to jump in? And he kind of gave me a nod. And then he paused for a second. He goes, Paulie. And I happen to have Dr. Jack Ramsay's bio on the screen. And the only thing I could think to do was, for people who don't know who he is, to tell just a brief bio on him, that he was a 20-year coach, 20-year announcer. And I think that 15 seconds helped Dan kind of collect himself. And I think it maybe helped the listener with a little background on Jack.
That was a great job, Paulie. I think we all gave you a high five for helping out there.
That was a good hand you lent to him. McLovin, back to the Sterling topic. Dan suggested the owner attend the next Clippers game. What do you think of that possibility?
Well, Dan was sort of saying he should face some music. I think it would be just an utter sort of circus. I mean, it would be crazy. I kind of know what he means, though, because Dan said something interesting today. We want some sort of resolution now. We want something we can wrap our hands around. And if he just sort of is not there, then the story hangs out there. I think we want him to be punished immediately. Next best thing is getting him there so we can all sort of see him and have him face him.
And I don't like the double standard. I like Dan's point. You know, if a player doesn't want to talk to the media after the game, he can't do that. But coach doesn't want to talk, he gets fined for stuff like that. Why don't you make the owner have media availability? His team's in the playoffs. You just say, hey, Donald, you're going to do 30 minutes for the media, whether you like it or not. I know he's not an employee of the league, but either are these players. They're employees of the team.
I'm very curious to see how things are going to go tomorrow night. Reggie Miller's doing the game, and he's coming on with us tomorrow. And we'll ask him as well if he thinks there's going to be a lot of picketing and marching outside Staples Center, just how ugly and chaotic might it get leading up to Game 5 tomorrow night.
Well, Fritzy brought on Warriors head coach Mark Jackson, who also played for the Clippers, and he called in and shared his thoughts on the issue.
If I was a fan, instead of I'm being paid, now I'm paying to watch, I wouldn't show up to the Staples Center. In an ideal world, I would probably, I'd prefer the Clippers and the Warriors playing in the Staples Center with no fans that made a statement that speaks volumes. And it could be on TV, and we can treat it like it's normal. But I think it would make a heck of a statement saying you won't tolerate what was allegedly said.
I love that thought. I think it would make a huge statement. Obviously, you have people that may have spent all kinds of money on their ticket, and they want to, and I wish they're not going to get back, and they want to, hundreds, thousands, who knows what people spent, and they want to, go see the game. It's a pivotal Game 5, and if you're a fan of the team, but with everything that's transpired in the last couple of days, that would be huge to see a game that had totally empty seats for a big home playoff game. That would send a strong message.
I'm not totally sure why should the players and the coaches and everybody go, but not the fans. I understand, that was his point. He's like, young men play, have really worked hard to get to this point. They should play, same with the coaches. But the fans, worked hard to earn that money. I don't totally get
Well, the fans not showing up does not end the game as a sporting event. And the fans can still watch it on their TVs at home, so they won't miss the actual game. And I think I like that Mark Jackson said something. I was thinking about it. At first, I was surprised that he said that. And I thought to myself, well, no, because Mark knows exactly what he's getting into coming on the show. And if he wanted to avoid the topic, he would have avoided being on our show altogether. So I wasn't as surprised once I rationalized that point of it.
Coming up, we'll see how the Danettes grade on the subject of NBA history. And it's Monday, so that means mock headlines galore. Stay tuned. The Box Score presents Great Moments in DP Show History.
Look at you there.
I think my favorite Native American is Sacagawea.
Thanks for watching Great Moments in DP Show History. Welcome back to the Box Score. Paulie showing off the unit there in his onesie. Have you worn that to bed yet at home, Paulie?
Oh, God, yeah. I wear it every Christmas Eve, Brock. Don't act like you don't know. You've been there. It's very comfortable. It works once a year, once or twice on the show. And I wear that wrestling outfit, too. And between those two things, I've shown a lot.
Well, mine doesn't fit anymore. Surprising. Seton, your sleepovers in the studio might be a thing of the past. As Dan said, he was thinking of getting a pool table and getting rid of the couches behind him. Will you be investing in any inflatable mattresses for the man cave?
No, the good news is I actually almost never sleep on that couch. I have from time to time, but I like to sleep actually in the Lazy Boys in the green room because there's a TV there. I can watch a little TV, fall asleep to that. It's a pretty comfortable situation.
This affects me more so, Brock, because Seton kind of has dibs on the back room for sleeping time. I like to nap on that couch, dim the lights, maybe play a little video games and nod off. And if there's no couch in there, I'm going to have issues.
Well, if we wind back to Saturday, I can tell you that sleeping on a pool table is possible. Let's get back to the NBA, guys. The Clippers-Warriors game, big topic of a conversation this weekend. The Warriors made news last week by suggesting a possible name change back to their original San Francisco Warriors. So we wanted to test your NBA knowledge with a pop quiz. I'll name a current NBA team. You tell me where the franchise moved from last. Fritzy, let's start with you. The Houston Rockets.
The Houston Rockets used to be the Norfolk Rockets.
Close, but it was actually San Diego Rockets. Seton, you're up. Where were the Hawks before Atlanta?
They were in Newark, New Jersey.
Close again. Incorrect. It was St. Louis Hawks. McLovin, tell us where your childhood idol 76ers were before Philly.
76ers? Well, let's see. You mean as the Warriors, they were in Golden State? But, I mean, they were in 76ers.
Where were the Philadelphia
76ers
Sixers?
came over. Philadelphia 76ers. Did they change the name? I don't know.
Yeah, it was the Syracuse Nationals. Syracuse Nationals. Paulie, how about the Sacramento Kings?
Kansas City.
Absolutely. It was Cotton Fitzsimmons,
of course.
Ed Neely. Let's go one more round. Seton, who were the New Orleans Pelicans?
They were the Hornets.
Absolutely. Fritzy, the Los Angeles Clippers.
Were the San Diego Clippers before
Absolutely. They played in the sports arena. Paulie, where did the Utah Jazz come from?
Utah Jazz from New Orleans.
Absolutely. And finally, McLovin, the Memphis Grizzlies.
The Memphis Grizzlies, I would think, came from a place where there were actually grizzly bears. I'm going to say Vancouver.
Vancouver is correct. Paulie, congratulations, showing some superb NBA knowledge. Pat yourself on the back.
You kind of look like Big Country, Brock.
Brian Reeves from Oklahoma State. Who will be the newest holder of the Mock Headline Championship belt? And do the guys know anything about DP's Big Surprise Wednesday? We'll be right back. Welcome back to the box score. I'm just getting over a little black lung. Got a delivery truck in there. Yet another solid weekend of sports action is behind us. So we've called on the Danettes to give us their ideas for the best mock headlines on a Monday. Time for another edition of
Mock Headline Battle Royale.
I'll give you a headline, you give me a mock headline. First headline, the Clippers wear their shirts inside out to protest Donald Sterling. Let's start with the back row, McLovin.
How about this? We're all in. Clips unified against Sterling.
WEAR, I like to wear.
Front row, Paulie.
Although can be serious, Clippers owner makes racist remarks.
Fritzy, what do you got?
Holy shirt, clips front and center with backwards clothes.
All right. And finally, Seton, your mock headline.
Owner boner. Sterling comments cause hard feelings.
The second headline, the Anaheim Ducks end the Dallas Stars season with 2 late goals and a win in overtime. Front row, Paulie, please.
Duck you. Anaheim KOs the Stars.
Duck me. Okay. Fritzy.
Beak and destroy. Stars no longer have twinkle in their eye.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's good.
Todd Fritz.
Oh, no, that's good. That's good.
Beak, it's a Bill.
That's a great one. I tried to out Fritzy on this one, but mine is, what the duck? Dallas seeing stars.
And finally, McLovin.
Okay. Duck Dynasty, question mark? Seriously, I don't follow hockey. Duck's good.
That's solid.
The Ducks are pretty good.
Our third headline, Vince Carter gives the Mavs a 2-1 series lead with a buzzer-beating 3-pointer. Fritzy, let's start with you.
Dude, where's my Carter? Vince shows up with marvelous heroics.
Marvelous.
There you go. Ashton Kutcher. Seton, you're next.
Another one going after Fritzy here. Vince putting the Carter before the horse.
Nice. Nice. McLovin, what do you got?
Dallas cliffhanger. Who shot the Spurs? It was Vince Carter.
Oh, dude, that was great.
And Paulie.
Carter hits 3. Mav fans go Vinsane.
I like it. I like it. Finally, our last headline. The Blackhawks eliminate the Blues after their 4th straight victory. Front row, Seton, what do you got?
Blackhawks down, but St. Louis singing the blues.
Oh.
Todd Fritz.
You nailed mine.
Fritzy, what do you got?
You know what? He just nailed mine. I had Black Hawk down. I don't think so. It's St. Louis singing the blues.
Yes!
Called it.
Yes! Yes!
Preemptive strike by O'Connor. Paulie.
Blues crush. Blackhawks, who cares? Blackhawks come back to beat the Blues.
That's a strike down, boy. And finally, McLovin.
I guess that's why they call it the Blackhawks beating the Blues.
I guess that's why they call it the blues. Nicely done.
Can you add the Blackhawks in there?
Blackhawks over the blues.
All right.
I feel like there's some sort of glitch. I always get the boo.
No, I think that's wrong. Elton John was strong. The mock headline championship belt will be shared with Seton and Fritzy.
Co-champions. We'll take that.
Hey, we'll definitely take
Definitely share the belt.
All right. Nailed it, dude.
Love that last
Nailed
one.
it, thanks. Well, here, Fritzy. I think you should take this, pal.
Oh, it's adjustable.
I've had this the last couple of weeks, so I'm kind of used to it.
Thank you. Co-champs. Me and Seton, baby. This is not gonna be a little snug. A little snug.
Over here.
Welcome back to the box score. Fritzy, you guys had Bomani Jones on today. He and DP, a little history, but have cleared the air since. Why has the mothership started to welcome their talent on your show?
It's been a nice run. Paulie's made some big inroads personally with media relations, and Bomani came from Paulie's side of the fence over here. So it was great. We've been working on John Barry for a while, who came on to lead us off. So I'm glad that worked out. And two in one day, that's pretty unprecedented. It's tough sometimes to get mothership talent on, and to have two on the same day, that's kind of a big deal. Hopefully we're chipping at the wall as we move along, and we'll be able to have some more of their talent on when we feel like having them.
Well, effort Linda Cohn if you can. After the interview, we observed the front row with a case of the giggles. Paula, you handed Seton a book. What was going on here?
Well, Dan was referencing someone he knew who liked to, in the workplace, go to the bathroom with reading material for long stretches of time, which isn't common in a workplace environment. And so he didn't give out the names of said person, but Seton and I were laughing about it, so I gave Seton a book as if he could head towards the lavatory and enjoy his leisure time.
Maybe Crohn's disease. Okay. Paulie broke some entertainment news today when he told us the world's most famous bachelor was engaged. McLovin, let's go to you as our entertainment guru. Is this a good move for George Clooney?
Well, I have to be honest, it took me a while to process it. Immediately, of course, I Googled her to find out that she was an experienced international lawyer. And then I saw the bathing suit shots, and it all fell into place. This woman is pretty stunning, so if you're going to settle, it was not about settling down.
I like this move. Clooney's 52. He's not like he's 38 or something like that. And I was thinking about it. I think Seton got engaged at 29, Fritzy 30. I think I was 35. McLovin, how about you?
I think I was 35 as well.
Yeah, so we're kind of all in the same general boat, but like when you hear about dudes who are like 22 or 23 getting engaged, guys like us think, oh my God, what are you doing? Clooney's, what, 51, 52? He held out as long as he could.
I think it's interesting, though, the woman that he married, like, she doesn't really seem to fit the mold of his previous girlfriends. You had, like, the wrestling chick, like the WWE girl. You had the softcore sort of porn starlet that he was off and on with. He had, like, a whole other thing, and then he's like, oh, yeah, the international lawyer who's, like, this huge, activist. Yeah, okay.
You're telling me Stacy Keibler's not addressing the UN anytime soon?
I don't think so.
Great legs.
Maybe if the
Pretty
WWE
Stacy Keibler.
Divas make an appearance. Before we go, Dan teased you guys again today, saying he's got a big announcement coming. Seton, do you hate it when he does this, and what is your guess as to what it is?
I've stopped getting my hopes up too much with these kinds of things because it usually has almost nothing to do with me. So, I'm just going to sit back and watch and be like, wow, this is probably going to be really cool for Dan, and hope that it is.
Fritzy, who's on tomorrow, buddy?
Reggie Miller will join us tomorrow as he gets ready to call the interesting Game 5 between the Warriors and the Clippers, and a surprise guest, courtesy of Paulie Pabst. He will not tell any of us who it is and won't even give us a clue, as expected in the second hour of tomorrow's show.
Thank you, guys, and thanks for watching The Box Score. Set your DVR or tune in weekdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, only on Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Cheers.
I don't know a lot about sports, but I can drink a lot of beer.
My motto is simple. C's get degrees.
Need a long, inappropriate hug? I'm your man.
I think I'm smarter than you because I probably am.
Hey, thanks for watching the box score. Holy cow!